Well, it's just that time of the season, guys. Pomegranate harvesting is happening. It's actually Halloween right now. But before I go outside, because there's a very annoying helicopter flying outside, I have two things I want to show you inside the homestead. I've almost never let you in the homestead, but I'm going to show you. One of them is a new friend. I was in need of a friend. I love frogs, so I got a frog, guys. I have a Pac-Man frog now. Say hello to Gunch. Look at that little beautiful boy right there. Could be a girl. So last Sunday, I was dreaming about frogs. I've been drawing a lot. You can see some of the drawings up on the walls here. I've been drawing frogs a lot, and I was like, you know what? I need a frog in my life. I just need a frog so bad. So I went to LLL Reptile here in San Diego. No sponsor, but Angel over there helped me out. Huge shout out to Angel. I have a frog now, guys, and I love this guy. Let me show him to you. So I'm not gonna disturb him because he's just getting settled into this tank, but he is a mutant blue metal Pac-Man frog. He'll become a little translucent. He's about, I don't know, maybe this big right now. He's very small. If it's a woman or a female, it'll get to about 9 inches across. If it's a male, get to about 4 or 5 inches. I'm thinking male, but I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. So Angel helped with the terrarium build. I'm gonna be doing some more terrarium builds myself, but I put in a couple plants that I got. I got a couple like little ferns and stuff like that. Looking really cool in here. Now that's not the only huge announcement inside the homestead. The other one requires me to show you a television because Epic Gardening now has a TV channel on Samsung TV. It's called Epic Gardening TV. We've been working on this for about half a year now, partnered up with Samsung. That it's free, by the way. You can watch hundreds of hours of Epic Gardening content, some of our best stuff from the podcast, from this channel, from the main YouTube channel, cut into hour-long episodes on the Samsung TV device. Any Samsung TV device, it's absolutely free. I'm gonna show it to you right now. Look at that. The Beat podcast is running right now on Samsung. So look, if you go here, I'm just gonna show you how it works. So here you go, you've got all the channels here. If you go to Home and Food, and then you go down to channel 2095, look at us. Right there, right between Antiques Roadshow and BBC Home and Garden and BBC Food, you can see what's coming up. We've got The Beat, another The Beat episode, then there's a Charles Dowding episode. It is so cool to see this. So I know you guys here on YouTube obviously watch us on YouTube, but if you're traveling at a hotel, you wanna throw us on over the weekend and not have to think too much about exactly what video to pick, throw us on the Samsung TV. It's only on Samsung TV right now, but a lot of people have Samsung TV. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I think the helicopter's gone, so it's time to harvest these pomegranates. We are gonna need a bucket. We're gonna need some pruning shears, but take a look at this. That is our future. Like I said, it's Halloween, so we've got some creepy dudes in the sky. We've got this big old 15-foot witch, and we've got the skelly that's gone pretty viral. Look at that guy, 12 feet tall. It is much taller than me. But anyways, we're here for the pomegranates. So wonderful and Parfianca varieties. Never seen them this lush. Absolutely thriving this year. And take a look at these palms. So there are a couple of things that you want to know when you're harvesting your pomegranates. Number one is timing. Palms, people think of them as spherical. When they're really ready to harvest, you can see they take on a slightly more angular shape. That is your sign that it's time to go. This one's a good example right here. You can kind of see how it has a bit of angular shapeliness to it. It's because those ridges, the arrows inside, which are the little guys that we eat and we think are seeds, they're a little bit more botanically complex than that. They swell up with that juice and they sort of push out from the interior and create that angular structure. You wanna see that, and you also wanna see a little bit of curling on this section right here, curling in. That's how you know they're ready to go. In fact, some people wait until they're split open, like this. This one's maybe a little too split open. We're gonna harvest them all today though. That's when they know that they're ready to harvest. I don't necessarily like to wait till they're split open. If I did, I would probably put like an organza bag around them so like birds and stuff didn't get to it. There's a couple that are probably pretty nasty, but I'm gonna harvest these all up real quick. We'll bring them in the back. I will show you the best way to open them. And then I'll also show you something I cooked up with them that I'm very proud of, because you know Jacques and I's baking extravaganzas in the past has not necessarily always gone so well. The ancient scones we made a while ago, not our finest work. I made something that truly was a smash hit to the 15 people I gave it to. So if you're wondering how to grow pomegranates in cold climates, well, they want to be in zones 9 to 11, but there is one called the cold hardy palm. It's a red pomegranate that you can grow from zone 6 to 9. We sell it on the store. We'll ship it to you. Besides that, you can put it in a container and you can bring it in the fall. And you know, it's October right now, it's October 31st. This is when they're all coming ripe. You really need to be harvesting these in the fall. So you need to get that warmth up in the fall. If it's too cold in your zone, they're just never gonna come to full ripeness. I think I'm gonna let this one go to the compost bin. Okay, let's open them up. So this one might be a little bit underripe, but you can still see the ridginess to it. What you wanna do is take a paring knife and try to come to the very apex of the ridge, go in with your paring knife and just come around like that, and then move down to the next ridge and keep repeating that process. So it should be 6 of them. So that's the second one. Missed that one a bit, but that would be our third. There's our fourth. See some nice juice coming out. There's number 5. And right about there is number 6. So then I like to cut that top off just to make it a little easier to see, you know, did I get it right or not? I come through and I just split this in half. And yeah, this one's a little bit under. You can tell because obviously these are not super well formed. Right here, these are a bit younger, these are a bit lighter, but you know what? I'm still gonna mix them into the broader batch because it's gonna be fine for my uses, which is gonna be like juices and stuff. So what you do now is you just gently use your finger and kind of toss these all into the water. See how those are really light? I might not include those. There's not enough juice in those. They're very tough. But these darker ones here are completely fine. So we're gonna toss these all in the water. If you get some debris in there, it's not a big deal. That's why we're doing it in the water. And the less ripe ones will also tend to float. So the ripe ones will not. All the debris, like the pith, see how that floats? That's what you really wanna see. Makes for cleaning these really easy. I think the reason why people don't enjoy harvesting palms is they can be frustrating to harvest. But if you look at this method, it works really, really well. So I'm gonna harvest as many of these up as I can and we'll see what we get. I'm pretty pleased with this, guys. Look at these juicy jewels, these arrows. But there are some that I did not harvest because I was a little afraid of what they look like. Like there's just a little too much mold, or maybe I saw too many worms or whatever for my comfort. I'm gonna take all these, cut them in half, and we're giving them to the Epic Thickies. Butter, get in there. Oh, she loves it. Oh my God, they love it. Wow. Look, there you go, Lav. There you go, Lav. Oh, yes. Oh, I've never seen them like something this much. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight. You know, after losing so many hens in 3 years, 5 in 3 years, which is just so frustrating and sad, I kind of got like disconnected from the hens a little bit. I just didn't want to like attach to them or whatever, but with life comes loss, and take a look at these guys. They are loving it. So these are all the ones that I just wasn't sure if I wanted to eat myself. But these little girls should be fine. They'll eat the bugs in there. They're not gonna have a problem with it. So I'm gonna rinse off the pomegranates that I'm going to eat, but I got into a bit of a baking frenzy last week. I don't know what got into me, but I pulled my sourdough starter out of the fridge and it was completely cake dry. Like, it looked like hardtack, like you'd eat if you were on like a ship trying to come to America. And I was like, you know what? I think I can bring this back. So I chipped it out, I rehydrated it. I made like a sort of sloppy flour water, but I assumed some of the yeast might still be active. I brought that yeast out and it actually did restart the starter. I made one beautiful sourdough loaf, but then I took 4 pomegranates and I made probably the best thing I've ever baked in my life, because I'm not much of a baker, as you know. And what I did is I made like an ancient Assyrian pomegranate cake. All the ingredients could have been made from like 5,000 years ago, whenever the Assyrians were around. I'm not actually sure, but all that it was butter, milk, flour, pomegranates, pomegranate juice, and honey, and instant yeast. There was, oh, and whipping cream. There was nothing else though, I swear. I tried like a layer cake. I did like filling in between. I drizzled it over. I put pomegranates on top. Obviously there's a photo up. You can see what it looked like. No joke, guys. This thing tasted like paradise. It tasted so good. Felt so good to be like making something just because I wanted to. I didn't even make a video on it. I didn't even show it to you guys until just now. So that is what's going on with me right now. A lot of you, first of all, again, thank you so much for the comments on my video a couple videos ago. My return video, I did see some comments about how I'm like coming back from a vacation and getting right back into the thick of it. It's a busy time right now. I'm trying to keep that balance. And yeah, the Grow Veg news was pretty huge, and I'm excited that you guys are excited about it. But I do have a team here at Epic, guys, and they're an amazing team of people who are just crushing it every single day. So a lot of the stuff I talk about, it's not like I'm out here doing all of it all the time. I have the help of a ton of people on our Epic team. So thank you for your concern, but I still am focusing on health, focusing on mental and physical health, and trying to get better, so to speak. I don't really like the idea of I'm not good, I'm getting better. I'm trying to get healthier, make better choices every day so that my mind and body are supported. And yeah, baking that pomegranate cake, getting Gunch the frog, our new Epic mascot, and coming on the Samsung TV, that's pretty good wins lately. So I'll see you guys in a future video. Good luck in the garden. Let me know what you make with that batch of pomegranates, and keep on growing.